Hello and welcome back to another video. You can see I actually have my mic today, which is awesome. Tell me how it sounds. Let me know in the comments if you like this one or this one better. I actually kind of like this one. I might upgrade eventually to one that's supposed to attach to your desk or something. Maybe when I move. But hi. I know this weekend is supposed to be 4th of July weekend, and to be completely honest, we are not going to be celebrating the 4th of July. We're more or less going to be late celebrating my grandmother's 71st birthday. Her birthday was yesterday, and she hardly ever has a party or a get together or anything like that. So we got some hot dogs. We're gonna have some ground turkey burgers. Got some fruit, angel food cake, whatnot. She's diabetic, so we make sure that she doesn't have a shitload of sugar. So with everything going on, which is partially the reason we are not going to be celebrating the 4th of July, because I am not proud to be an American. I am not proud to be here. And believe me, if I could fucking leave, I fucking would. If it was easy enough for me to just snap my fingers and be in a totally different country and not have to worry about money or have to worry about finding another job or anything like that, or speaking the damn language, because first of all, I'm not going to go to another country and expect them all to speak English, because that's not the way the world works. But I also don't want to be that dumbass American that's just coming to their country to escape America because America's so awful, when in reality it actually is. So actually on the 4th of July I have a t-shirt that says, "If I wanted the government in my uterus, I would have fucked a senator" t-shirt. I got it off Etsy. I will find the shop when I post this and I will link it in the description. Feel free to go and support that wonderful person's page, because I don't know the pronouns. So, with everything going on, I know it's been really rough. We've had our rights taken away from us, the right to our own fucking bodies and our right to privacy. Whether the Supreme Court likes it or not, because apparently their card information and their addresses have been leaked. Now, I want no person to be hurt, except for those that thought it was okay to overturn this law, overturn this rule. And to those who are saying, "Oh, our founding fathers would be so proud, they were raised on Christian ideals." No, they weren't. They were agnostic, meaning they did not give a shit what your religion was. They didn't care. It's sad when even the founding fathers that had no sense of germ theory understood that there were moments where a baby could not be born, and also practiced abortion safer than what we do in the 21st century with medicine and technology. My rant is over. But we are going to be discussing brands that are actually pro-choice or support Planned Parenthood or anything like that. And I tried to look, and the majority of these brands also support LGBTQIA plus people, which is amazing and should be the bare fucking minimum that you do. So we're also going to be talking about that. I have a coworker that came up to me the other day when she found out about all this stuff, and she's told her fiance, because her and her fiance are due to be married in September, I think. Maybe later than that, maybe even November. And she cried, and so did her fiance. And the first thing out of her mouth, to crack a joke, was "Oh my god, I have a coworker that's gonna be so fucking pissed about this," and it was me. And she came up to me that day, and she's like, "Are you boycotting?" Am I boycotting what? Are you boycotting the 4th of July? Oh, absolutely. Now, this coworker is a lesbian, and there's nothing wrong with that. She's a lesbian. She's engaged to a woman, and then we have a lesbian couple at work, and one of them is a veteran. And she came up to me and she's like, are you boycotting the 4th too? Because she wasn't wearing anything that had her rank, or had anything even a t-shirt support our veterans, or something for the army or whatever branch of the military she was in. She's like, "Are you boycotting 4th of July too?" Yes, of course I fucking am. Because I had a t-shirt that was, it's a uterus flipping the finger, which I also got from that Etsy shop. And they saw it, and that's when they came up to me and was asking me that question. And, of course I am. And they're like, oh, thank God. I knew there had to be at least one person with a brain cell in this warehouse. The amount of women that I work with that are boycotting the 4th should be a wake-up call. One of my supervisors, who is also a veteran, she served, is also boycotting the 4th. I was like, you want to support and boycott a 4th? Okay, he's getting in the window. Get your butt in the window, son. I gotta quit sitting stuff at the edge of my desk so he can knock it into his litter pan. But I got a baby wipe. I cleaned it off. But we are going to be discussing makeup brands that are pro-choice or support Planned Parenthood or Elizabeth's Hope or anything that gives a person who identifies as a woman or someone with a uterus access to birth control, which they are also talking about taking away. That was something else. That coworker has a very traumatic past, and she has very bad periods. So she came up to me and was telling me about it, and she's like, well, the birth control I use to regulate my period, they're going to boycott it. I'm like, I use birth control to regulate mine too. This isn't a war on just abortions. This isn't about saving the children, because a gun has more fucking rights than your child does right now, Susan. It's a war. It's a battle on anybody that is not white and a man and in a position of power. This is just going to keep people who are unfortunate enough to be born into a poor neck of the woods. They're gonna stay that way. They're gonna stay poor. There is no way for us to work our way up. And I'm allowed to say that. I come from a lower class family. We have a lot of stuff, and I know I am very privileged enough to be able to afford a roof over my head. I'm not out on the street. I understand I'm coming from a place of privilege. But that is also because I come from a place of privilege that I am going to do my best to support and fight for anybody who does not have that privilege, or anybody who has been denied that privilege. Because I'm not a fucking asshole. Okay, brands that support your right to your own body. Which, to be completely honest, there was a couple of these I was surprised about. Avon was one of them. Now, Avon has been around for years. I was really surprised at this. But Avon, Benefit, wasn't really surprised about Benefit. Clinique, I was a little surprised with, because I found out not too long ago, Clinique tests on animals, which kind of settled in my stomach to where it was like, oh, maybe I need to get rid of this makeup. I'm not fucking getting rid of it now. Coty, I've never heard of. Coty, never heard of it, but supports your right to your own body, which is perfect. CoverGirl actually kind of surprised me, especially considering like a lot of brands that support it are expensive. Which, makeup to a certain extent is going to be expensive if you want something that's good for your skin. I completely understand that. And they want to make it ethically, they want to make it vegan, they want to make it cruelty-free, without talc, without any of the nasty artificial preservatives that could give you skin issues. I was just surprised at how many big name brands actually support it. Support LGBTQIA plus people, support the right to your own body, and support being vegan, or having a vegan makeup line, because I know some things are difficult to make vegan that are good, and that don't test on animals. Estee Lauder, which again I was kind of surprised at, because when you hear Estee Lauder and Lancome, when you hear Lancome or Estee Lauder, those are the expensive brands. Those are the good brands you save up for. Those are like $50 for a fucking skin tint. And oh my god. L'Oreal, Mary Kay, Sephora, Tarte, Too Faced, Ulta. Now, a couple of the ones that I have on here, I hadn't heard of, and okay, the only way I got this list was because I found a page that was like, these corporations are killing our babies. So I'm like, oh, it's a pro-life page. I'm gonna look at it just to see what brands actually have all this. Don't Ban Equality is a makeup brand that's through Instagram, and I am really going to look into it because it looks really nice. And of course, I want to support the right people. Billy, the I think it's the razor brand. This one I don't know how to pronounce. It's QUAI, but they're owned by an LGBTQIA plus proud person, I believe, or something along those lines. A big supporter of it, at least. Youth to the People, which is also another one I hadn't heard of. Elf. I mean, it's not as if I have a shitload of Elf products. I mean, I have a shitload. The majority of my products are Elf, which I'm so proud of. And Fur. I'd never heard of Fur either, but I will look into the ones that I haven't heard of. Brands that do support the pro-life bullshit. Bare Minerals, Chanel, Christian Dior, isn't Dior the Johnny Depp brand? The Parfum. I'm disappointed. Does Johnny know? New Skin, NU Skin, Philosophy, and Revlon. Good thing I don't have a lot of Revlon products. I don't like them anyway. But those are the brands that I have that support and don't. Now, there are a couple that I have not seen on there yet. So I did not see, we're actually going to look those up together. I did not see, I've got this big ass thing of Physicians Formula. I don't know if they support or not, but we are going to Google it and see. So I'm going to set you guys down, roll up my sleeves, and I knock everything over in the process. Does Physicians Formula... You know what? I think instead of looking this up one by one, I'm going to make another list of all the products that I have that aren't on this list and Google them, and I will be back in a couple of minutes. There were a lot of brands I couldn't find like a straight answer on. A lot of them weren't giving me a yes or no answer, and I guess I have a couple that, just don't. So I know I have Physicians Formula, Profusion, Morphe, LA Girl, You Can Be, Naked Cosmetics, Ofra, ColourPop, Wet n Wild, Marc Jacobs, Bella Pierre, Laura Sanchez, Bite, BH, LA Colors, Milk, and Estate. I about said Estee. Estate. So if you know, please let me know. But there are a couple that I have that I found out actually do support abortion. So Fenty Beauty, obviously, of course, Rihanna would. I love her. LA Colors, Lime Crime, Glossier, Anastasia, Crude. That's one of the ones I've heard of and I know of. There's a lot more that I've never heard of. I've heard of Goop, which supports it, and Kat Von D, which, listen, I know they're wanting to like rebrand or something, not Kat herself, but like KVD Cosmetics is going to be something else. It's not going to be associated with Kat Von D. They're going to turn it into something else eventually. But at the same time, guys, you got a rough background. You've got a rough background. Good luck. Those are all the ones that I know. Lush supports it. That sounded familiar. But I don't know like about Wet n Wild or anything like that. I can't find a straight answer. So, and ColourPop, I don't think it's from the States, is it? I don't know. ColourPop Cosmetics. No, for the love of God, I don't want to see the Barbie shit for the new movie. Go away, Ken. Let's see, ColourPop Cosmetics. If it will ever load, it would be fantastic. Yeah, it's from California. It's from California. It probably supports it. It's fine. I hope. I don't know why I thought it was from someplace else. But that is the quick little video I have for you guys today. Those are... We might do some makeup here in a couple of minutes. I might add it on the end. I don't know yet. I've washed my face. I'm prepped and ready for makeup. But I don't know. But, that's all I have for you guys at the moment. I'll go on ahead and do my outro now. You guys feel free to go listen to my podcast. I will link it in the description. I just went on a rant about religion and people hiding behind it when it comes to your right to abortion or the LGBTQA plus community. Please feel free to go and check that out. I have other content on there as well, and I need to record another video, so I'll probably put on some makeup. TikTok also went on a rant on there. Obviously it'll be linked in the description, but my podcast is Time for Tea with Sarah. I try to upload or record at least every Saturday or Sunday. Every once in a while I skip a couple of weeks, or I skip a week. Usually it's just work, and I've got everything else planned on the weekends, especially right now. My mom just had surgery. My cat is about to have surgery. Leslie has to get the tip of his tail amputated, and he's getting neutered. My mom had a hip surgery, so yeah, it's been a fun couple of weeks. So it's been everything at once, and I feel claustrophobic and I can't breathe. So feel free to go listen to some of my content. I am going to try to post a little bit more lighthearted stuff, funny stuff. That way, we've got a little bit of a break. Or for a moment. I understand this isn't something people want to go on their phones to escape reality, at least for a couple of hours. I completely understand. So I am going to probably do a podcast episode right after this, and I will see you guys in another video sometime soon, I hope. I love you guys. Please stay safe. And keep the government and your fucking religion out of my goddamn uterus and everybody else's, including those that don't have a fucking uterus. So, congratulations. Have a good day. I love you.